What up, gang of Lane, Carolina Jackpot time coming at you. It is Saturday afternoon. I hope everybody's doing good today. Got a great big old show coming up for you, so let's get right on into it. All right, guys, rounds 1, 2, and 3 of the NFL draft are in the books. We saw 3 of our South Carolina Gamecocks go in the second round last night. Nick Emenwari gets picked up with the number 35 pick, goes to the Seahawks. You saw TJ Sanders come off the board at number 41. He goes to the Bills, and at number 49, Demetrius Knight, linebacker, who just went through 1 year with the Gamecock program. He transferred in from Charlotte and was at Georgia Tech before that. Goes with the number 49 pick to the Cincinnati Bengals. I was overall pleased with that. We've got a few more who may end up getting drafted. I'll talk about here in a second. Emenwari was the second safety taken off the board at that number 35 spot. That Malachi Starks from Georgia went in the first round. He's the number 27 pick. I told y'all in the video I made Thursday afternoon, rather, before the draft started, why I thought Nick might not go quite as high as he did, and that was laying out of that second half of that bowl game. I don't think that looked good to NFL GMs. Now, whether that had anything to do with it or whether it didn't, I don't know. Like I said, Cam Ward went number 1 overall, and he did the same thing. However, quarterback is the most important position on the field, and I feel like there's probably just a little bit of a different set of rules for quarterbacks than there is for safeties. It's just the way that it is. I think that Nick Emenwari was a better player than Starks. He had better tangibles, in my opinion. He's bigger than Starks, and although the speed is pretty damn similar, the fact that it's on an even playing field tells me that for his size, Emenwari is faster than what Malachi Starks is. He also did better in the vertical jump. I mean, Starks played at Georgia. That's all it comes down to. So, it's not that big of a difference, but I would like to have seen Emenwari in a Ravens uniform than a Seahawks uniform. Ugh. But the other two, Sanders and Demetrius Knight, both landed with pretty good franchises. And the Seahawks have some history. They have been good in the past. They've fallen off probably like the last half decade or so. Not as good as what they once were, but Emenwari is set to, he'll do some really good things out there. He's going to make people forget about Richard Sherman, his goofy ass. He played corner, though, anyway, didn't he? His old loud-mouthed ass. But I was happy to see that young man get the opportunity to go. I can forgive what he did in the bowl game. Okay? I can forgive it. I ain't going to forget it, but I'll forget it. If you guys know anything about me from watching these videos, I always forgive, but I won't ever forget. Can't ever forget. Can't ever forget who fucked you. Okay? Because they might end up doing it again. But you can forgive them for fucking you. But you know what I'm saying? So, just a rule of thumb I keep in the back of my head. Maybe you agree with me. Maybe you disagree. Doesn't really matter for me. I wanted to talk also, let's address the elephant in the room. Everybody's made videos about it. Everybody's talked about it. Damn old Shadur Sanders. Are y'all sick and tired of hearing his name as you're sick and tired of hearing Nico's name? I'm tired. I mean, Nico has finally died down. Nico's finally died down. He found a landing spot. He's there. All's good in the world. Tennessee has themselves a quarterback. I don't think it done very well picking one out, but they've got themselves a quarterback now. And Nico is at UCLA. We're not hearing anything about him anymore as much. Now we're hearing all about Shadur. He got picked over by this guy. Got picked over by Jackson Dart. He got picked over by this one. Got picked over by that one. Look, I am tired of hearing about him. Man, if I'd never heard his name again for the rest of my life, it'd be too damn soon. But I know I'm going to hear about it anyway. Let's get right into the deal with him. And he's gotten picked over because he's an asshole. Point blank, he's an asshole. His dad is an asshole. Now, that said, I don't have a problem with Deion Sanders. I don't dislike the guy. He was one of the best in college and in the NFL. He had a cocky attitude. He had an arrogant attitude. He had an air about himself. He went through life with that. It's no secret. That some people loved it. Some people embraced it. Some people, it rubbed the wrong way. Me, I kind of fall somewhere in the middle. I don't really have a real big opinion on it one way or the other. I can say this as an athlete, and after getting out of, an active role as an athlete and then transitioning over into coaching, I mean, you haven't seen Deion Sanders. I mean, he didn't develop like drug problems. He didn't go out and develop money problems, domestic violence issues, any of these kind of issues that plague athletes, ex-athletes, none of that. I mean, his only thing that plagued him was, a smart mouth and a cocky attitude. And his son is the same way because he's emulating his dad. So he went into those NFL interviews with these GMs and the talent scouts and whoever the powers that be are that figure out who they're going to draft, and he presented himself in that way. He should have been humble. He should have humbled himself down. He should have been a preacher's kid in those interviews. But he wasn't. And then there's also the things where he was getting on Twitter, last year or the year before, calling the former players that they were there at Colorado that left trash. And I'm paraphrasing, calling the backup quarterback garbage. I think he shit on his offensive line too. Just a multitude of things that are all attitude related that he probably could have cleaned up, that would have probably already landed himself a spot right now. Now, there are some other issues he had that weren't attitude related, and someone pointed this out to me today too. He holds on to the ball too long, right? He took a tremendous amount of sacks. He's not real mobile, and 1-8 at Colorado against ranked teams. What was he? He was 13-12 as a starter, or maybe even 12-13. I think he was 13-12 as a starter at Colorado. I mean, not very good, not good numbers. And now you see the national media, these people like this damn Stephen A. Smith and this damn old Skip Bayless. I mean, his old crusty, irrelevant, goofy ass. Talking, conspiracy theories and this and that. And I'm sure Stephen A. has pulled the race card out. They made the quote, they have a conspiracy against black quarterbacks. Okay, the first quarterback taken in the draft was black. I mean, what are you talking about, a conspiracy against black quarterbacks? I mean, what color is Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes and damn Lamar Jackson? I mean, y'all are stupid. I mean, you really are. You are using that. You're using that race argument for him being passed over to try to save face for the fact that you guys shot your mouth off for 3-4 months about this guy will be the number 1 or number 2 overall pick, yada, yada, yada. You heard it everywhere, and now that it didn't happen because of things that are all on him, you're trying to save face by pulling this race card to cover up your own shitty-ass prognostications and predictions. All of you suck, and you should be fired. And all of you should be replaced with people who actually know what the hell they're talking about, like Carolina Jackpot. Give me a job on ESPN. I can go out there and talk some damn football, and I'll talk some real common sense. They wouldn't hire anybody like me because I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm not going to say, I'm not qualified to do any ESPN job. But y'all do. You need to clean up your game, and you need to take your L's. Take your L's. Just say, hey, I was wrong. I was wrong. I mean, I thought this. I went on, so-and-so's show, so-and-so's podcast, or whatever the fuck, back in February, and I said Shadur would go number 1 or number 2 overall, and here we're still sitting here playing with our dick on Saturday morning. He still hadn't gotten drafted yet. So I was wrong on that. I mean, there's some reason these NFL teams have passed him by. We don't know what that is. Maybe they'll be kicking themselves in the ass in a few years when he's going out here and putting MVP-like numbers up for some team. Or maybe they dodged a bullet. But you guys won't do that. You're pulling out the race card and pulling out the excuse card to make excuses for your own crappy performance at your job. And that's just sad. But somebody will pick him up today. I feel like they're pissed. You know, why are they pissed about him going so low? I mean, it's the money thing, obviously. I mean, the higher you get signed, the better of a draft pick you are. The more money you're worth, evidently, you have more bargaining power in terms of your contract, the higher you get picked. So it is what it is. I mean, this guy has, I'm not going to say he's went through life and had everything handed to him, because obviously he hasn't. He's a very good athlete. He has a very high ceiling. He's very talented. And he didn't just have that handed to him. He had to work at it. But this will teach him some humbleness. And is that even a word? Some humility. Some humilitia. And some sense of a little bit of appreciation for your abilities and what God gave you, and not being so damn selfish. I don't have anything else to say on him. I hope that he gets drafted, and I hope that he does well. I mean, I don't want to see him go out there and shit down the back of both legs. I don't want to see anybody just utterly fail. I mean, that's not me. It's not what I hope. I have nothing against him. I'm just telling you what I've seen from the outside looking in. One more I wanted to touch on too, Kyle Canard from the Gamecocks, edge rusher. He hasn't been picked up yet. I don't even know if he'll be drafted in the 5th round. Hell, he might go really late or end up being one of them undrafted free agents. I mean, it sucks. He won, the Bronco Nagurski Award. I mean, just had a damn hell of a breakout year last year at South Carolina, but didn't do that great at the combine from what I understand. And I guess he just doesn't have what the NFL is looking for. And meanwhile, last night I had to sit here and watch old taffy-ass Jordan Burch get drafted way ahead of him, because he was a former 5-star, and he's got the measurables they're looking for, and the blah blah blah, and everything else. And Dan Lanning coached him up, and they said, "Well, he got some new perspective when he went across on the other side of the country." Yeah, motherfucker. How about this? If you hadn't have never left South Carolina, we wouldn't have never had a Kyle Canard here. So you can go put one in your pipe and smoke it. I don't like any. I'm sorry. I shouldn't act like that. But that one really pissed me off, leaving South Carolina and then fucking wanting to come back after that, and then he didn't. But anyway, that's about all I got to say about that, guys. I think we've covered it all pretty much. I want a special shout out to Demetrius Knight. I mean, that guy, he was a heck of a player for us last year. He came out of nowhere. He's got a really good story, too. About his life and everything. If you ever listen to it, I'm going to link it down in the description box below this video. I'm going to link the episode, the Cube Show podcast. The Cole Kubelik, who is on the SEC network, used to be an offensive lineman for Auburn. He has a podcast where he grades a lot of film. So a lot of people might not like that, but I like listening to it because he grades it and he talks it and he tells it to you in the perspective of something that you could actually understand. He dumbs it down for people like me, in other words. So I really like that. I dig it. I think it's pretty cool too. An old offensive lineman is breaking down just shit all over the field. I mean, really smart guy. Got to give him props there. Got to give him his flowers. I'm going to give him a bouquet of zinnias. But he interviewed Demetrius Knight a couple of months ago, and he called him the most interesting man in the SEC. Really happy to see him go at 49th overall. I figured he would get drafted, but I didn't think he'd get drafted that high for damn sure. You'll remember, he's the one who saved the day against Clemson. We were up 17-14 after Lenore Sellers scored on 3rd and 16, by the way, to put us up 17-14, by the way, which was the final score. He intercepted a Cade Klubnik pass it was so stupid. When we look back at that, why were they throwing the damn ball down there instead of just getting in position for a damn field goal, get in the middle of the damn field, kick it, and go to overtime? You're at home. You'll probably win. Those idiots are sitting here slinging the ball all over the field with a quarterback who's been known. Now, in 2024, he wasn't as much, but in his past, he's been known to be inaccurate under pressure. And that's exactly what happened. He crumpled up like a cheap suit. Anyway, that's about all I got to say about that, guys. The video's rambled on too long. I will see you all later on. Hit this thing with a thumbs up, too, by the way, if you enjoyed the video here. Well, we need to get some more traffic on these videos. I already told y'all, the subscriber count on the Carolina Jackpot channel, it grew and grew and grew and grew for years and years and years. It has been stuck at 13,430, 13,431. It'll bounce back down to 13,429, go back up to 13,432, and always hover right around that mark here for like the past couple of months. I am sick and tired of looking at those numbers. I want more damn subscribers. We need more views on these videos. Please hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the content here. I'm going to put the link in the description box below, too, where you can support the channel if you would like to do so. I'm not sitting here begging you for money like some of these YouTubers out there do. I know there's some of them out there that'll sit here every time that other word that comes out of their mouth. I talk about your team out of one side of the mouth, out of the other side of it, they're asking you for damn money or for a handout. I'm not going to do any of that. It would just be nice to get a little bit of extra cheese on my Whopper every once in a blue moon. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and that is totally optional, okay? I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to put any kind of pressure on anybody for anything. I know times are tough for everybody. You know, the price of them damn eggs, it just didn't go down like Donald Trump said it was going to. I think he lied to us a little bit on that deal right there. That's okay, because he's going to make up for it. Anyway, but if you can, you can. You can't, you can't. I will see you all later on. I appreciate you very much. Peace, and I'm out of here. Go Gamecocks.